are up and everything, and I noticed that. So first thing I'm thinking is it ran out of fuel. Stick a rag in here and just kind of... What's up guys, Ryan here with RCG Diesel Equipment. So today we got this cool looking forklift here. Man, it's a big one. It's a big old jumbo mumbo Caterpillar. It's an old school one. It's got a Perkins in it. So we had a couple issues with this one, right? So they've been calling me, trying to get me to come over here to this unit, and I was kind of busy, but I made it work. I just came over here. Maybe it was a fuel issue, I don't know. So the complaint was we were loading a flatbed and it just died. Okay, that's cool. And then they're like, we got it out of the way somehow. I'm not sure how they got out of the way, but I'm pretty sure I could take a wild guess. I was trying to talk to him about it, but there was a language barrier, if you know what I mean. So let me take you on a little, see what you guys think about this one. I got a jumper wire here I'm going to grab so we can jump it while we take a look at it. I love having a jumper wire. You never know when you're going to need one. Pretty easy. Just clip you a big wire, twist up the ends, whatever. Okay, so when I first walked up to this machine, I mean, it's a pretty cool machine, really. I was like, man, we can get this thing started. I just know we can. So, came over here, started taking a look at it. The covers are up and everything. And I noticed that. And I noticed that it's almost empty. Okay, whatever. Oh, and then I noticed that. Okay, it's got a new battery. At least that's the old battery, right? So we got a new battery over here. Alright, so I'm just kind of noting everything, taking some mental notes in my head to see where we can start, what's going on. So first thing I'm thinking is it ran out of fuel. They put fuel in it, couldn't get it primed up. Yada yada, no big deal. We'll get the sucker primed up, right? So the first thing I did was I cracked these lines right here. These are to the injectors from the fuel pump. This is a pump right here, fuel pump, line, nozzle, injector, I don't know, pump, line, nozzle. You'll learn that in school maybe. So I started cranking on it. Notice there was no fuel coming out of here when I took these lines off. Zero out of all of them, nothing. Okay, there's nothing coming out of here. That's what I'm saying. So that was kind of weird. I was thinking, okay, we'd lost prime, right? So I pull this filter off right here. This is a fuel filter, and it had plenty of fuel in it. So I'm like, okay, well, it should have enough prime to get going. So I'm thinking maybe fuel pump. But then I take a look down here and I see, I don't know what this is right here. I'm sure you guys know. Let me stick you guys in here. Right here, there's a switch or some kind of a kill switch. I believe that's what this is on this pump. And this wire right here, this red one, was disconnected. It was just falling off, and I was like, okay. I plugged it in. I did the same thing. I cracked these lines, started cranking. Oh, we got fuel spraying. That's what we're looking for. We're making sure we got fuel. So now we have fuel. So I'm cranking, and the battery goes dead. I'm like, what the heck? This is a brand new battery. How'd it go dead? Well, I don't know how it went dead. I think they cranked it a little too much, but trying to get it fired up. But so anyway, guys, so I'm like, kind of like, the next step is, if it's got fuel and it's got air, why isn't it banging? Why isn't it blowing? So this was my next test right here. Let me show you. This is where our jumper comes into play. Well, our jumper wire and a rag. So I turn the key on, just in the run position, so if it starts, it'll fire off and stay running. Okay. Oh, this was another thing. So there's a tow strap. Now, all this looks really, really bad to me. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Your thoughts, I'd love to hear them down in the comments. So, okay, I'm looking for the jumper wire, or I'm looking for a spot to put this jumper wire so I can crank this engine while I take a little peeky see. Here's your exhaust right here. What I like to do is I like to kind of plug it. I'll put my hand over it, or I'll stick a rag in here and just kind of hold some back pressure on it. See if it'll keep the heat in there and fire off. Sometimes it works, especially in cold weather. I don't know why, but it's a little tip I learned in the oil field. So I'll stick I'll stick something like that. I'll put my knee up against it, so you know, keep some heat in there. And you can actually see, you can see some smoke. So look at that. Look at that right there. So we got smoke in there, so something's firing a little bit. But I'm gonna stick a rag back in there. Put my knee on it, just kind of cover it. Well, this right here is our blow-by tube, and you can even see right here on the ground. Looks like something I don't know. That don't look good. I know that, and it's been there for a while too. So anyway, so our relay, starter relay, is right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump her, and we're gonna watch this blow-by tube, see how much stuff comes out. Do we have oil coming out? Do we have smoke coming out? What do we have? Let's jump it, see what happens. To me, that doesn't look good, guys. I mean, it's cranking and it's got blow by like crazy. I don't know. I think they sprayed a little bit too much of that brake clean in there, and trying to get it out of the way probably, you know, and they had good intentions, but I think they toasted the motor. But what do I know? What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear it, because I'm gonna have to answer this customer and tell him the bad news of what I think it is, and then how we're gonna fix it. Please leave down below your thoughts. I want to hear from you. Hope you guys liked it. See you on the next one.